This is in Chongqing, China, a southwestern city known for its spicy hot pot. Someone has filmed two hotel employees recycling sewer oil from a garbage bin. According to Chinese media, on March 20th, the hotel in question responded to the incident saying that the women in the video were indeed employees of the hotel, but that their actions were not arranged by the hotel and that the hotel didn't use the grease they recovered. Chongqing's Market Supervision Administration said that several local departments have jointly investigated the matter and ruled out the possibility that the hotel recycled the grease for catering purposes. The concept of sewer oil first appeared in China in 1998. China's outspoken media, the Southern Metropolis Daily, launched a series of investigative reports on underground mills refining peanut oil from waste grease during Consumer Day on March 15, 1998. Since then, the term sewer oil has taken firm root in the daily lives of Chinese people. On March 17, 2011, China Youth Daily published an article entitled "Rounding Up Sewer Oil," in which a professor found that the total annual demand for cooking oil in mainland China was about 22.5 million tons, but the actual production was less than 20 million tons. After investigating, he estimated that 2 to 3 million tons of waste grease flows back to the table in China each year. It means about 15% of restaurants in China use sewer oil at the time. The professor is now a member of the Teaching Steering Committee of Light Industry and Food Science in Higher Education Institutions of the Chinese Ministry of Education, and his findings carry a certain weight. In other words, 1/10 of the fats and oils consumed by Chinese people may be sewer oil. More than a decade has passed, and with Chinese society as a whole corrupting at a rapid rate, it can be assumed that the use of sewer oil will only get worse and is unlikely to change. Sewer oil refers to the oil extracted from the greasy floats in the sewers or slop from hotels and restaurants. The public fears sewer oil mostly because of the word sewer in its name. So how harmful is it to humans? First of all, the raw materials for making sewer oil come from kitchen waste, which is laden with pesticide residues, heavy metal contaminants, and pathogenic bacteria. Many small mills in China don't have the processing technology and sanitary conditions required to destroy the pathogenic bacteria and chemical residues in these fats. In addition, a professor at China Agricultural University said, "The greatest danger to humans from sewer oil comes not from sewer but from two factors: repeated heating and oxidation." Fats and oils can produce a large number of cancer-causing substances under heating conditions. Aflatoxins and benzoapyrene are two of the most dangerous substances. Aflatoxin has been identified by far as the most toxic cancer-causing agent. Its toxicity is 68 times that of arsenic. It's very resilient and can only start to decompose when heated above 280 degrees Celsius. Benzoapyrene is a Class 1 dangerous toxicant which is highly cancerous. A research experiment in Japan showed that when it was applied to the ears of rabbits, after 40 days of application, tumors grew on the rabbits' ears. Will the toxins be less toxic to humans? The answer is no, except that these toxins have a longer incubation period in humans, up to 10 to 15 years. Perhaps the long incubation period has allowed the Chinese to grow accustomed to sewer oil. In addition to deadly cancers, the harmful ingredients in sewer oil can directly damage the human digestive and immune systems, causing food poisoning, dizziness, vomiting, and diarrhea. Media of various levels in China have repeatedly exposed the alleged production and use of sewer oil in restaurants. In Sichuan province, for example, the prevalence of hot pots has led to the development of a sewer oil industry, and the crackdown on it has almost become a routine annual event for the local government. In December 2021, a hot pot restaurant in Sichuan province was fined about $200,000 after being found guilty of using sewer oil. However, it is difficult to tell whether the government's actions are cosmetic or sincere. The public may see the businesses being investigated and penalized, but how many more businesses with the same practices are left unchecked? The public has also found that those involved in sewer oil operations are quite assertive nowadays.
Check out this video. I'm uploading it now. Have a look and see what they say. They said they have official approval for the sewer oil they pull out. I have no idea which official can give her such approval. She said her sewer oil has legal procedures. I hope the government can check it out. Where are their legal procedures? I hope everyone sees this video and share it. It's no use to report to the police. Do whatever you want. Okay, do you hear it, everyone? She said it's useless to report to the police. You see how bold they are? I hope all the viewers who see the video can share it and spread the positive energy.
If you know just how profitable sewer oil is, you might understand why it's so rampant in China. According to a June 2018 report by Chinese media outlet Xinjiang Daily, a married couple began processing sewer oil in 2013. They paid half a yuan or 8 American cents for 500 grams of kitchen waste, made it into grease, and then sold it to professional and legitimate procurement and processing companies for 30 American cents. When the recycled sewer oil was sold again to restaurants and hot pot-based manufacturers, the price rose to roughly 50 American cents. As early as 2012, Chinese media reported that the price of a ton of slop was $25, and it took 5 tons of slop to produce 1 ton of sewer oil, so the cost of raw materials was $125. After deducting the cost of other materials, transportation, labor, and so on, the cost of 1 ton of crude sewer oil was about $157. Later, a variety of procedures such as decolorization, deodorization, and impurity removal were applied, which brought the price of sewer oil to about $1,250 per ton. The raw material cost $125, and the final product sold at $1,250. It was an absolute windfall. Even the producers at the most rudimentary level could make a profit of at least 200 to 300%. According to a 2010 report by China's news agency Xinhua, workers in an illegal sewer oil mill in a village could earn an average of more than 6,000 RMB, or about $950 per month. Other surveys suggest that some people make more than 10,000 RMB, or more than $1,500 per month. To this day, the Chinese government hasn't introduced a test method for sewer oil. According to a scholar from the Chinese Academy of Engineering, China's current food regulation model relies on end product sampling and testing. Since it only tests the end products, the production process is under loose regulation. Such a regulatory model was phased out internationally more than 20 years ago, but China is still using it today. Under such a system, businesses operate accordingly, making it difficult to establish a comprehensive kitchen waste management system as in the West. It isn't surprising then that many Chinese restaurants and small hotels have filthy kitchens. Likewise, pickup trucks loaded with food waste late at night, heading to who knows where, have become a night scene in many cities. Media attention to the issue of sewer oil peaked between 2010 and 2011 and then dropped off abruptly. In 2011, there was a related incident. A reporter posted a message on his Weibo account on September 15, 2011. It was his last message. The message reads, "Netizens complained about sewer oil site in Luanshan County, this province, and the local food safety committee responded that no such site was found." On September 18, 2011, at 1 a.m., he was attacked at the back door of his workplace. He died after being stabbed more than 10 times. His computer bag was snatched away. At first, the police said, the current scene shows Li Xian was stabbed more than 10 times all over his body. It doesn't meet the characteristics of a general robbery case. It can't be ruled out that the murderer had other motives. However, the police soon announced that the case was an ordinary robbery. At the same time, Li's parents took to the media to state that the incident had nothing to do with sewer oil and asked the public to forget about Li Xiang as soon as possible. The government's announcement was not well received. People commented online. The unscrupulous people who make and sell sewer oil are so rampant that a huge profit chain has formed behind them. Why did the murderer stab him more than 10 times if it were only a common robbery case? The reporter from Southern Metropolis Daily who first uncovered the dark secret of China's sewer oil in 1998 later migrated overseas. Exposing food malpractice in China is a dangerous job. On April 9, 2012, a well-known news anchor on China National Television posted a message on his personal Weibo advising, a message from an investigative journalist, "Don't eat old yogurt solids and jellies in solid form, especially children. The inside story is scary. I won't share details." This message attracted the attention of all walks of life and was immediately shared 130,000 times online. At the same time, another investigative reporter from Economic Observer also wrote on Weibo, "One day you throw out a pair of old shoes. In the blink of an eye, it will enter your stomach." Shortly afterward, the two reporters deleted their related posts. The next day, one disappeared from the national TV where he worked. 4 months later, he appeared in another program. 3 years later, he resigned from the national TV station without explaining why. In 2010, China's State Council issued the Opinions on Better Management of Sewer Oil and Kitchen Waste, announcing that it would tackle related illegal and criminal acts head-on. The following year, in 2011, then-Premier denounced the tainted milk powder, lean meat extract, and sewer oil that had plagued the people in recent years, saying, "These vicious food safety incidents have shown how serious the lack of integrity and the decline of morality has become." But unfortunately, no matter how determined the media or senior officials are, the issue of sewer oil, like many Chinese problems, remains unsolvable even after more than a decade.